Welcome aboard Bus One. We're on our way to Pilot's Knob, Indiana, and we've got some time to kill. Let's play some trivia. Gamers, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Alec.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, hello, it's me, Cameron.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Max.
Surprise, surprise!
As you may have gathered from our previous episodes, this game will consist of 3 rounds, each supposedly increasing in difficulty as we go along. Answer a question correctly in round 1, and you'll be rewarded with 1 point. Answer a question correctly in round 2, and you'll take home a whopping 2 points. Answer a question correctly in round 3 for the Grand Slam motherload of 3 points.
The dripping wet 3 points.
That's right. We will be using a buzzer throughout the game, which means that whoever buzzes in and answers correctly gets the points. Remember, no Googling. Violators will be shamed for eternity. And don't forget the challenge rule. For at least 1 question in this game, I will give a fake answer to one of the questions. Once per game, each of you can challenge what I reveal as the correct answer. If you correctly guess which is the fake answer, you will be awarded 3 points. If you incorrectly guess a fake answer that turns out to be true, you will lose 3 points. Multiple players may challenge the same question. And keep track of your own points, because the most points wins at the end.
Says who?
Jesus.
So today, my name is Connor. I will be hosting this episode. I was on the fence about which topic I wanted to choose for this episode, and I didn't fully decide until I saw who we had signed up to play today.
Uh-oh.
However, I do have some very fond memories with each of you and I sharing this topic together. Do you have any guesses on what the topic might be?
Friendship.
That's a good one.
Whiskey?
Max is really
Yeah, I
close.
was just going to say, is it just drinking in general?
Degeneracy.
Today's topic is, in fact, alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
baby.
Oh, wow. PG-21.
Grab your drinks and let's get ready to trivia. Here we go. Round 1. Before we get to consuming anything, I think we should learn how our beverages make their way to our glasses. Round 1 will consist of how it's made questions.
Ooh.
Alright, question 1. This question goes out to my personal favorite of the alcohols, beer.
Yes.
The 4 main ingredients used to brew all beer are water, grain, hops, and what microorganism?
Connor, the correct answer is yeast.
That would be correct.
The good
There are
kind.
2 main types of yeast used in beer brewing. Lager yeast, resulting in beer such as your Bud or Coors Light, and ale yeast, which delivers beer ranging from your bright summery IPAs to your dark roasty stouts.
Dark
Same
roasty
yeast.
stouts.
Band name.
What a funk.
It can only be a band if it was just a bunch of big guys, though.
The dark roasty stouts.
Dark roasty stouts, big burly guys.
Yeah. All with beards and half sleeves on their left arms.
So Cameron, you get a point.
Yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah.
Alright, question 2. Claimed as the intellectual property of Mexico in 1974, tequila is produced by fermenting the juice of which succulent plant? I'm gonna go with Max on that one. I forgot to clear the buzzers.
Second buzz.
The third buzz.
What you got, Max?
Agave.
Damn.
Agave is correct. Tequila is specifically made from the Weber blue agave plant in just 5 Mexican states, and the juice is drawn from the core of the plant, otherwise known as the piña.
As the what?
The piña.
Okay.
A little close for comfort there.
Yeah. I really need to buzz in faster because soon I'm not going to know any of these.
Buzzer is unlocked. We are ready to go for question 3. One of the most frequent discussions I've had on a night out with friends is what distinguishes different forms of whiskey. For example, Irish whiskey and Scotch share the same ingredients of barley, malt, and water, but Scotch gains a particular flavor from the smoke used to dry the barley. This smoke is made by burning which Scottish native fuel?
Dang it, Cameron!
I have Cameron first.
I'm gonna go peat.
Peat is correct.
Very cool.
Peat is an accumulation of partially decayed biomass and is more prominently featured in Scotch made in northern Scotland. Peat also happens to be a major carbon sink and is responsible for storing up to 42% of all soil carbon on Earth. Let's hear it for
Jesus.
Pete.
Good job, Pete.
Yeah, I heard he's got a
Yeah.
huge wiener.
Pete for sure.
Yuck.
Yeah, pina. He's got a huge pina.
Big
You catch my
Pina on
drift.
Pete.
Good deal.
All right, question 4.
Oh, my.
Good deal.
Question 4. Invented by the Inuits native to Arctic regions, this form of wine is made by fermenting a bottle of water and which dead animal in the sun?
What?
Excuse me?
No, I think I...
Which
Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah, can
I'm
you
just
say...
Invented by the Inuits native to Arctic regions, this
Okay.
form of wine is made by fermenting a bottle of water and which dead animal in the sun?
Which dead animal?
Cameron?
Snow hair?
A snow hare is incorrect.
I figured.
A seal?
It is not a seal.
Alex, say polar bear.
I gotta go with moose.
You're going with moose. Moose is unfortunately incorrect.
Can we keep
Polar
going?
bear. I'm gonna be really mad.
You got another
I
guess?
was gonna say
Yeah.
penguin, but then I remembered
Wrong
that's
direction.
not the right side.
It's not penguin.
I'm going to go with some kind of Arctic
Is it a
bird.
puffin?
That's very close.
Do I have
Could
to
you
get...
name a
Say
bird?
penguin.
It's not a penguin.
It's an archipelago.
Sir, for $1, name a bird.
Any bird? Big bird.
Seagull?
Max, with the seagull.
Damn.
Seagull.
It is, in fact, a seagull.
Seagull.
See,
Man, you know what? I
wine.
knew that. That totally was not random guesses at all. I actually knew that.
That's the way it
Should've-
goes.
Seagull
these-
wine.
these-
Seagull wine can be made using a whole dead seagull or parts of one.
Ew.
Multiple sources list Suzanne Donahue as one individual to have tried it, and she likens it to drinking the fluid from inside a Toyota carburetor.
She's done that. She's drank
Yeah.
that as well.
Surprise.
So
I suppose.
What do you mean inside a carburetor? Like fuel?
Whatever you pull from inside of there,
now- I
she
don't know
said
about
it tastes
cars.
like that.
This isn't the Cars trivia episode, thankfully.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I'll host a Cars trivia episode, but it's not going to be anything to do with
What
actual
does
cars.
a
Just
carburetor
about
do?
No, Alec, let me finish.
Oh, the movie Cars.
Yeah, no, all 3 movies Cars.
Except for Cars 2, because that shouldn't
The
count.
trilogy.
Don't you fret. Kung Fu Panda trilogy trivia coming down the pipeline.
I was worried for a second.
Why are we defaming Cars 2?
It's pretty bad.
Honest.
Fine film.
I don't want to hear any slander
It's
Is this is slander
irrelevant.
because Cars 2 is not
Did you
irrelevant.
notice how in Cars 3 they just didn't reference anything that happened in Cars 2?
Yeah, turns out that super
It's just a
spies.
separate adventure. It's a zany adventure.
A zany James
Alec.
Bond movie where there are cars for some reason.
That's
All right.
exactly what we needed.
And Larry the
Max
Cable
gets
Guy
a
is
point.
there.
Wait, do I actually get a point for that? I
You
just
get a
said
point for
animals
seagull
until-
wine.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
I'll
the
take
first
it.
one to get the right answer.
Oh, I didn't know that still counts.
Guys, I swear on my life I'm going to buzz in first on one of these questions.
Question 5. To give us a nice palate cleanser after that seagull wine, Campari is a bright red bitter liqueur which can be served prior to a meal to cleanse the palate and whet the appetite. Originally, the bright red color in Campari was achieved by using crushed insects, but this practice was retired in which year? For context, Campari was invented in 1860. Ms. Bosbo, I got you first.
Is it just going like closest year?
Yeah.
I'll go 1930s. 1935.
Okay. Let's hear from Alec and Cameron too. We'll go Alec next.
1978.
Going a little later. Okay. Cameron,
I'm gonna box Max out and go 1936, baby.
is that earlier or later?
Later.
Later.
In 1935?
Yeah. Okay. I forgot which number you said. So Max would be the closest.
Shit.
Gaspar Campari was forced to cease his use of cochineal insects in 1861, just a year after launching the drinks brand, due to cases of food poisoning reported by customers. The low alcoholic content of the beverage was not enough to kill pathogens transmitted by the insects, which were used to dye the liquor after the distilling process had been completed. These insects are still used today in non-consumable goods, such as fabric and cosmetics.
Little do our contestants know that this was the fake answer. Looks like they were fooled this time.
Oh, so instead of ingesting it, you just put it on your face.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool.
And
That's
just
fine.
don't lick it.
Where do you think red comes from, Cameron? The bugs.
Physics.
Nope. It's actually bugs.
What?
It's the bugs.
Can you elaborate on how we get red from physics, though?
Yeah, like light, you know?
Bugs invented
Well,
that.
if you make something red.
Sometimes things wiggle at
Cameron's
a certain
wiggling
like,
his finger in a suggestive manner for the listeners at home.
No, this is my pointer finger. This is not a suggestive finger.
I don't know.
It could be.
Depends on how you see it.
What is the most suggestive finger?
Pinky.
No, ew.
Opposite ends of the
Just
spectrum
like
there.
penny is
I'll split it up the
suggestive.
middle with the middle finger.
Yeah.
Connor, that hurt.
All right, round 1 is complete. Can we get a score check?
3.
Dose.
0.
Oh, I'd hate to be that guy.
Not to fret. We have plenty more trivia left.
Says
But between rounds, we could play a little mini game if you guys are up for it.
I do like minigames.
Like Mario Party.
So today, I thought we would play Fuck, Marry, Kill with different beverages.
Ooh.
I thought you were going to say bugs. Thinking about bugs.
Different bugs.
Blue bug,
No
red
thanks.
bug, yellow bug.
So it's like drink it once, drink it forever, or never drink it again kind of thing?
Or kill
If
it.
you want to see it like that.
That's how I like that, Max.
Oh, okay. I don't
What are the beverages?
know how else I'd see it.
Well, so the way that I've played it before, Dante introduced me to this, is it would just be about, like, you know, if you marry something if you want to, like, keep the experience around. And you, like, fuck it if you just, like, really want, like, one really good experience with that, and then you kill it if you want to get rid of it.
Also, like, personalities, you know?
Exactly. So we're going to start with Fuck, Marry, Kill, beer, wine, or seltzer.
Oh, easy. Fuck wine, marry beer, kill seltzer.
Killing seltzer. Seltzer's out the window.
I think I'd have to go the exact same. I mean, beer's the number one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and wine is a horny drink, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Why is this episode so sexual? It did not need to be this way.
The alcohol episode.
Right from the jump.
We got to get
Yeah,
all
listen.
the
I'm not the
sins
one.
in the same
I'm not the one who
episode.
started talking about piñas. Let's be clear.
That's the tequila that did it.
Yeah, that's the alcohol talking, Max.
Blame it on the booze.
Alec, what do you think?
The way Cameron just said piñas reminded me of one time we were playing fishbowl with my extended family, and the word was Stevie Wonder, and my grandpa, as the clue, went, black pianist. Anyways,
Pianist.
I would
Couldn't that also be
my
Ray
thoughts-
Charles?
or Ray Charles, or probably a lot of other people, you know. But
What's his name? Duke.
Ellington,
Yeah.
you're thinking of Beef Wellington.
Anyway,
Anyways, I think I'd probably F wine, marry beer, kill seltzer as I
Okay.
think that's what Cameron said. My thoughts on beer have changed drastically in the last year because I used to
You've become a
not
much
like it.
bigger beer drinker.
I used to hate it. I used to not like it at all, and now I drink
Alec?
it all the time.
I was the same way, but now, like, when I get home from work at like 2 o'clock, I'm like, God, I need a drink. You know, then I crush a 6-pack. That's not true. I've never done that. That sounds problematic. But dude, sometimes when I get home from work, when, you know, it's nice out, I'll set up my hammock, grab a brewski, read a book, you know? It's a good time.
It's a good time.
Those are good vibes.
And my favorite brewery of all time is literally 3 minutes away, so that helps.
are we sponsored?
No.
Is this the same one that makes the cider you're talking about?
No, that's a cidery, Alec. Different from a
Not doing
brewery.
any of this for free.
Oh, how dare they make cider and beer?
I'll have to agree with you guys on the order here. I think I'm with you.
I like seltzer, though. No offense, seltzer.
Yeah, I know some people like to be like, you know, really anti-seltzer, and I'm not that way. Not trying to give
I
the wrong
enjoy it.
impression here.
Anti-seltzer.
Seltzer, if you're listening, all love. But I gotta kill you on this one.
Yeah. If I had to, I'd shoot you in the back of the fucking head.
See, Cameron, now you sound anti-seltzer. Where's this seltzer-based anger coming from?
I just don't like carbonation and
Beer
yeah,
has
but
bubbles.
beer is like not
You
that.
just married beer.
On the scale of carbonation, beer is at the lower end. Seltzer is just pain in the back of my throat, and I just don't like it.
That's kind of true.
See, doctor.
Well, what do you guys think about whiskey, vodka, or tequila?
Oh God.
Kill vodka, straight up. Get it out of here.
Just
No need.
just straight or as however you want it.
I'd say however you want it.
See, I used to be a big whiskey guy, but now I think I've become more of a mezcal and tequila fan.
Ooh.
I can respect
Max
that.
shaking it up a
I
little.
think I would have to marry tequila, maybe.
Oh,
I'm learning things about myself here. I didn't even know that was my answer until right now.
We're getting introspective on Bus.
heck yeah, brother.
It's like therapy.
Getting to the important stuff.
Amen.
I don't like tequila that much, honestly. I don't know. It's fine. I like margs, but I would definitely marry whiskey and whatever the third one was. Vodka and kill tequila.
Don't even know which one it was. I'm just effing it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a real basic white girl answer. I'm going to fuck with tequila. I'm going to marry vodka, and I'm going to kill whiskey.
Really?
I'm not a whiskey
Not a big
guy.
whiskey guy.
I love whiskey, but I'm fine with vodka because it's so easy to cancel out the taste of it for me that it's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Vodka is the thing that will be there for you in hard times, and tequila is the thing that you
Makes my
turn to
tummy
with
rumble.
shame.
Vodka creates the hard times.
I don't know about you,
Amen.
but I think I've had more bad times with tequila, although Jägermeister, whew.
That wasn't even an option for a reason.
I was
It's
going to go
off the
into the
table.
story about one time I did like 20 Jaeger bombs in 30 minutes, and it was a bad,
Whoa.
it was a bad time.
That's too much.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's so
it felt like my
many.
heart was beating out of my chest.
Yeah.
I freaked out.
That's too many.
Yeah, it was just, I don't do energy drinks, and I'm already kind of hyper when I get excited, so that much caffeine was a bad time.
Understandable.
Your heart is trying to stop, but it can't.
I think I'm going to marry whiskey until the end of my days. And I'm going to fuck with tequila because I love me a good margarita. And I'm going to kill vodka because I don't really drink much vodka.
Yeah, fair.
Do people still make have you guys ever been at a bar and someone's been like, oh, that's a girly drink?
No.
Because I don't know if I've ever had that very quote unquote stereotypical TV experience.
I haven't either, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's dumb. I feel like that's the part of the anti-seltzer thing that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Or people
That's right.
like, that's girly, and I'm like, it
Tastes
just
fine.
tastes good. It's, like,
It's a drink.
Why
It's
are
refreshing.
some flavors masculine or feminine? I'm confused.
Sugar is for girls.
I realized the other day, speaking of weird things that people project masculinity onto, I was thinking about it the other day walking into work when I was cold and it was raining. And I was like, man, at one point in my life, I totally thought it was unmanly to wear a jacket and use an umbrella. And I don't know why. But I'm glad I've moved. I'm glad I've moved past that.
Harrison, right?
What?
The president that died of pneumonia 2 weeks after getting into office.
He did do
William-
that.
Fellas, is it gay to be wet?
Yes.
And no.
All right, we want to move on to round 2.
Yeah, I need some points, please.
Here we go. Let's get him for you, Alec. Round 2. Now it's time to tie in a concept slightly more modern than alcohol. Money.
Uh-oh.
Question 6. For this question, I have found the price tags for the most expensive bottles of whiskey, tequila, vodka, and wine. I need you to rank these by which variety gets to claim the most expensive bottle, with most expensive being first and least expensive being last.
What are they? Whiskey?
Whiskey, tequila, vodka, and wine. I have Cameron on the first attempt.
It's going to be wine, whiskey, vodka, tequila.
Not quite.
Damn.
That's a good guess.
Alec?
Okay, I'm going to say wine, tequila, whiskey, vodka.
Still not there. Max?
I'm going to switch it up and go whiskey, wine, tequila, vodka.
Still not quite there.
Are we going to go through all the permutations of this?
Yeah.
I will jump in and say that the
Factorial.
correct answer is vodka, whiskey, wine, and tequila.
Yeah, I could see that.
And for the rest of
Vodka's
round
the
2,
hottest.
we will go through each of these in order from the bottom up and find out just how expensive all of these are.
Okay.
I'm scared.
I do not even know what realm to guess in.
$12?
Here we go. Question 7. Starting at the bottom of our list, a platinum and white gold bottle of Tequila Ley 925, designed by Mexican artist Fernando Altamirano, brought in $225,000 at auction in 2006, making it the most expensive bottle of tequila to be sold. Another bottle designed by the same artist has yet to be sold, but has been valued as high as $3.5 million US dollars.
Literally why?
How many diamonds are set into this 1.3 liter vessel still awaiting an owner? Alec, give it a go.
50.
It is more than 50. Max?
128.
Still more than 128. Cameron?
Connor, I'm going 200.
Still not quite there. The answer is 4,000 diamonds.
I hate rich.
Oh my gosh.
I literally hate rich people
This
so
is so
much.
unnecessary.
Please tell me they're like microscopic diamonds.
These 4,000 diamonds happen to be set into a 5-pound platinum bottle.
Yeah, no wonder
Why?
it costs $3.5 million. Most of the worth is in the jewels.
I like to think it's just like Jose Cuervo inside. Like, they didn't spend that much on the tequila. It's
That
just
would-
metal.
That would totally
You're
be
just buying a
something
bottle.
that you refill with
It's like-
shittier alcohol.
It's like saying the most expensive chocolate bar is like a solid gold bar with like a Hershey Kiss inside.
Yeah.
That would be pretty close. That's honestly not far off.
Oh, God, rich people suck.
Question 8. In 2018, a single bottle of 1945 Romanée Conti sold for $558,000 US dollars,
Christ.
making it the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold at auction. How many bottles of this Burgundy wine were made? Cameron.
I'm going 3 bottles total.
It is more than 3 bottles total.
Bullshit.
Max.
Say a dozen. 12.
A dozen bottles. Still more than a dozen. Alec.
32.
32 bottles. It is actually 600 bottles of this wine that were made.
How is it that expensive if there's 600 bottles?
That's so many.
Supply and demand.
It is from 1945, and I guess this particular vintage was like supposed to be like crazy well preserved. And after they harvested the grapes that made this wine, they had to tear up all the vines and replant them 2 years later. So it got kind of crazy. But this standard size bottle outsold the previous record for most expensive wine bottle of any size, which was previously held by a 3-liter bottle sold in 2007.
What's the most expensive bag of wine ever sold? That's my question.
Cameron's all about that Franzia.
Yeah, dude. Now that would be a good, like, museum, modern art exhibit. Just a
Wine bags?
Bags of
A
wine.
solid
bags of
gold
wine.
bag of wine with
Empty or full?
diamonds. Does anyone drink the wine at that point? You just like look at it.
No, I've encrusted
I don't
this.
know.
I've encrusted this Franzia box with 3,000 diamonds.
So it's a real
$2
expensive
million
bag of
Franzia
wine.
box.
But it's nothing special. It's literally cardboard with hot glue, like
And there's a $10 bill inside.
inside the bag.
Yeah.
You gotta drink it to find out. Here we go. Question 9. In 2019, a cask of Macallan whiskey sold at auction for roughly $1.9 million US dollars. Although this cask is sort of cheating by containing roughly 600 bottles worth of 51.1% ABV scotch, this size of container is not unusual for whiskey auctions. For how many years did the whiskey in this record-setting cask age by the time it was sold at auction? I got a buzz from Alec.
75 years.
Ooh, okay. Okay, Cameron.
I'm going 77 years.
Okay, and Max.
I'll go 90 years.
90 years. This particular cask of whiskey actually aged for 100 years.
I should have stuck with my gut and not tried to just box Alec out.
Yeah, that was pretty rude.
The Century Scotch, as this cask came to be called, was initially found by accident in the Scotch-making great's rickhouse after having aged for almost 53 years. The cask was then purposely held until it reached the century milestone.
Uh-oh. Another fake answer?
I really hope it tasted bad. Like it was just.
Well, you got a lot of
gross.
tries to
That's
find out.
Spoiled.
It just became spicy water.
That's all alcohol really is, right?
Ranch water.
Yeah, what happens if I leave a keg full of ranch just sit for 100 years?
That sounds nasty.
Super ranch.
Great things.
Ranch
You
water
get
is a
ranch
real
wine?
drink.
What?
Are you speaking from experience?
Yeah,
There's
I've
ranch
seen it on
flavored
the menu.
soda.
No, ranch water
What,
is
the Indiana?
it's a
What kind of Midwestern
it's like a
bullshit
vodka
is that?
soda but with tequila.
Is there any
okay.
ranch actually in it?
No,
Oh, I was imagining like you put a little bit of ranch in some water.
Yeah,
that's what I was
imagining-
hoping
Just
as well. But
stir it up.
it's just
Oh, it
like
would be so
tequila,
clumpy.
soda,
Ugh.
and lime is all that it is.
I hate that.
All right. Final question of the second round. Question 10. Aptly named Billionaire Vodka, purchasers of the world's most expensive bottle of vodka will receive 5 liters of liquor filtered over real diamonds, along with access to the brand's 24/7 concierge service. How much does the world's most expensive bottle of vodka cost?
Wait, it comes with 24/7 concierge service? Is that what you said?
That is correct.
So you get like slaves with your bottle of vodka?
Maybe just like
I'm
really
assuming the
tired
concierges are
phone
paid
people.
a wage.
Hopefully.
Cameron, you got the first buzz.
I'm going $250,000.
$250,000.
That was actually a really bad guess.
Okay, Max, keep in mind that the last alcohol cost $1.9 million.
That's why mine was a really bad guess.
It's like something's not adding
Sorry,
up.
I missed a 0 actually. I meant 2.5 million.
It was a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2.75 million.
Okay, Alec?
5 million.
5 million.
I bet it's
So
like
this one's
something.
going to Max because
Gosh,
the answer
dang it.
is $3.7 million US dollars.
Why
There
didn't I
is a
just go
cheaper-
$1 above Max? Max's guess.
Price is Right rules. There is a cheaper half-liter bottle of the same vodka, which is available to exclusive bars and restaurants around the world.
to just have on the shelf and never give to anyone.
Yeah.
Why would you get that when you can get Dan Aykroyd's vodka? He makes vodka now.
Oh?
Oh?
Yeah, it comes in. It's that one that comes in a skull bottle.
It's pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah. I have seen that.
Doesn't like every celebrity have their own liquor at this point?
Yeah, it
The
is
Rock,
fucking
Ryan
kinda
Reynolds,
Yeah.
Johnny Rich? John Rich? He's a country singer.
Blake Shelton.
George
I don't know-
Clooney. George Clooney.
I don't know if
has-
Blake Shelton actually has his own liquor, but I know he drinks a lot of it.
I just thought the 24/7 concierge service was like a wild add-on. Like you already gave them like a diamond encrusted vodka bottle, and now you're also going to be at their beck and call 24/7.
What
What
do
i-
the concierges do?
Yeah, like
Like, what would you ask of them?
I did look at their website. You can get like recommendations for like restaurants, and you can get added to guest lists at like bars and clubs, and you can like book like castles for a weekend.
What the fuck
You
is
know.
wrong with people?
so it's like the best
Casual
Groupon ever.
This is so unnecessary.
For $3.7 million, you can get the Groupon too.
I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I hate rich people.
They're fine.
Get it,
All
Cameron.
right.
You're
Right, they all work
old.
really hard. Excuse me, sorry.
Can we get a
Good
round
thing it all
two
trickles
score
down,
check?
am I right?
Thanks, Reagan.
Of course. How did we not know this is where this episode was going to go with the three of us on here?
I
Talking
specifically
about
had
the
that in
most
mind, trying to think
expensive-
about who was going to be the most upset.
It's not even anger anymore. It's just like acceptance of the sad state of the world.
Woo, trivia!
Yay, alcohol!
Can we get a round two score check?
7.
2.
0.
Alex still at 0
I think
points.
Max got all the points that round.
No, he couldn't have.
No, I only got 2, right?
Well, I thought you only had 2 in the last one, Cameron.
I do, and I still only have 2.
Yeah, so Max was the only
Well,
one
something's
that
not
scored.
adding up.
I think a lot of them we didn't.
Yeah, a lot of them we
yeah.
didn't get.
Hey, Connor, not to be, shameless, but if you want to throw a pity point my way, I won't say no.
Why would
There
why
may
would
be
you
there
do
may
that?
be some pity points to be
I'd
had.
say no.
Why would you do
I think
that?
Sorry, Max, you're not in charge. I hate to break it to you.
Logan
it's
just
okay, you
gave
can-
me 5 points last time, so
Logan gave you
It's been
2
done.
points last time.
I didn't accept them. But actually, listening back, he asked an extra question.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
He did, right?
yeah,
He asked 6 questions in round 3, right?
he did. He asked a
Okay,
bonus question so that I could get 5 points.
I thought I was losing my mind.
I
When
thought I was too.
I'm like, didn't he?
It has come time for our ad break. Would anyone like to make any ads today?
I did last week.
Max, it's your first time on the.
Cameron, you got it.
Uh,
I did not prepare.
I never have, and I've never done an ad
kinda-
break because I don't.
That's the point
No,
of it.
I'm not.
It's your turn. It's your time to shine then.
That's right. Bust it out.
It is your lucky day.
Do you want to live in a better world? Do you want people to stop taking advantage of the ecosystem and the environment? Read a book. Go to a protest. Revolt against the corporate overlords. I don't really know where I'm going with this.
How many of those steps have you done, Cameron?
Get class
Yeah,
conscious,
that's a
people.
lot.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Just what people come to a trivia podcast
Yeah.
for.
You know,
To
just in case,
acquire
I'll do a little bonus one.
consciousness.
I told you.
Bonus ad from Alec.
Just in case, what Cameron meant to say is, buy Mighty Beans. They are still around, and you can play with them. And it'll make you forget about all that stuff Cameron said.
The world is a dark and endless void.
Oh my god.
Eat Arby's.
I'm ready to open up my wallet now.
Mighty Beans, the cure for existential dread.
But don't swallow them.
That's why I don't do ad reads. All right, let's move on.
Who's ready for
Me.
round 3? Woo! Now that our alcohol has been purchased, we can all kick back and enjoy some stories of alcohol's influence on world history. Question 11. After landing on the moon, Apollo astronauts only had so many ways to occupy their time while on the lunar surface. While Alan Shepard chose to golf, one astronaut chose to consume alcohol. Name that astronaut.
Yeah, that gives me strong Buzz Aldrin vibes.
You are spot on, Cameron. Could you give me a guess as to what Buzz Aldrin did with said alcohol?
I imagine he drank it.
Buzz Aldrin was actually the only astronaut to consume alcohol on the moon and did so while taking communion with a chalice gifted to him by his
Oh, wow.
church at home.
Whoa.
Don't you have to have someone there for that?
Yeah, well, what denomination
God
it
is
was
everywhere.
Buzz Aldrin?
I believe it was a Presbyterian.
Okay, I was going to say the
church.
Catholics would never stand for that.
Communion.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that. I guess NASA also didn't advertise that he had done that because there were protests over separation of church
topical.
and state.
I wonder if you could
Yeah.
find a newspaper headline.
The
that
government
says
paid for Buzz Aldrin to take communion on the moon.
Communion.
Communion.
Good job, Cameron. There's 3 points.
I've been on a roll with the moon-related trivia, except the whole day-night thing. We don't need to talk about that. I've been reading up.
No,
and
I already
I
forgot.
into that. It's about a month, Alec.
It is?
Yeah, it's 28 days.
The lunar day.
I found a very helpful infographic in case you're curious.
I'll take your word for it.
No, I'll share it. We'll post it on the Instagram.
Question 12. In the 18th century, British naval sailors were rationed rum on a daily basis because the high alcohol content kept the liquid from spoiling while being stored on board. How many ounces of rum were these sailors rationed on a daily basis? Got Alec first on this one.
Daily ounces of rum. Gotta go with
That's right.
64.
That is so
It's an
much rum.
Nalgene of straight rum.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Connor?
Daily.
These sailors are on the floor. Cameron, go ahead.
For
with
some
your
reason, I want to
guess.
say 6.
It is not quite 6 ounces. Max, would you like to take a guess?
12?
It is 10 ounces.
Damn.
So that'll go to Max.
Oh, okay.
Dang it.
The sailors use this daily ration to help fight scurvy by mixing the rum with water, brown sugar, and lemon juice, resulting in the concoction you may know as grog.
Grog is a real thing.
It is a real thing. And also the recipe
That
sounds
was just kind of the
pretty good.
name for a troll in most fantasy worlds.
That's a trog.
This is grog.
Thank you. Or
No,
troll.
No, you're thinking of that
That's my
thing that
man,
ribbons.
grog over here.
No, Alec. That's a frog. A grog is that thing that you
There's not that many
accidentally
grogs.
step in on your way to Mordor.
I don't know.
Oh, Cameron, that's a bog?
Yes.
What you're thinking of is what clouds your vision driving on an early morning.
You're thinking of fog. Maybe I should stop it since I started it.
You win.
Good minigame. Good minigame.
Dog was also going to be my next thing.
With a blog.
Dog. Oh my God. Wow. That's a core memory.
What?
All right, here we go. Question 13. One American president's wife blamed an absent bodyguard for their husband's death because he abandoned post to grab a drink with colleagues at the time the president was assassinated. Which president may have been saved had their bodyguard not been so thirsty? I've got Alec first.
The only one I could think of is Abraham Lincoln.
Bingo! 3 points for Alec.
I think it was JFK.
John Parker was assigned to the president that fateful night in Ford's Theater after accepting an invitation from the president's coachman and footman to visit the saloon next door to the theater.
I did not know that.
Who knows where we would have been had he just said like, I'm good.
Yeah, we would have seen a show in the theater that Abraham Lincoln was almost shot.
Would have been way less cool.
Yeah.
We would probably just call it the Ford Theater.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh,
That's right.
there is an attempt here. And then that would be it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mary Todd Lincoln, I guess, held a
I
grudge.
could have get why. Well,
Yeah, I could. It's a tough
think that's-
position.
I'd be mad.
can't say I'd be pleased.
Be a little bothered.
I'd be like, that's it. You're fired. Okay? That's the last
Bad buddy
straw.
The worst part about Abraham Lincoln getting shot in the head is he didn't die immediately. Like, it was like 12 hours or so until he, oh God, I almost said finally bit the bullet, but it seems a little on
really
the nose.
just bringing this
It was in the back of his head, actually.
back to the big downer again.
Yeah. The CIA killed JFK.
Oh no. Okay, here we are.
I saw
Question
it on Facebook.
14. Researchers have found 20 clay tablets depicting beer recipes from Sumerians in Mesopotamia between 3000 and 2000 BC. In the Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh, his rival hero Enkidu is initially born in the wilderness, but transforms into a civilized and cultured human after meeting a prostitute and partaking in how many cups of beer? Cameron with the first crack.
I don't know, 99.
It's a little much. That'd be a lot of beer.
I thought he was
How big is the
a wild man.
Ooh, that's a good question on how big is the cup. The epic did not specify.
So it could be 99.
Max?
8. I'm gonna go
Eight.
opposite
Ooh.
end of the spectrum.
Okay. Got a smaller number there. Alec?
Maybe I should do a middle number. Like 12.
Ooh. Still gonna be for Max.
What?
He had 7 cups of beer.
I was gonna say
Oh,
7, but I always say
no.
7, and then I was like, I'm just saying 7 because I like the number 7, so I picked 8. I should have. The one time I don't
So
say
I'm gonna go 7
I don't know what you're
plus
complaining
1.
about. You got the points.
I know, but I wish I would have said 7.
No, you're
now.
stupid. You should be
I
ashamed.
am ashamed.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. That's why I said that number.
But apparently 7 is the magic number for becoming a civilized human.
Really?
And later in the story, a barmaid counsels Gilgamesh to give up his quest for the meaning of life and simply enjoy what it has to offer, including beer.
Smart.
So these were all deleted scenes from the Eternals? Is that what this is?
I suppose so. You missed where Gilgamesh just slammed 7 bottles of beer.
His cup was pretty big, from what I remember.
He could probably handle that many and still be like, fine.
I guess it really depends on the alcohol content of the beer. 7 IPAs? Ooh. 7 natty lights?
That's
Not
stiff.
a problem.
Who's ready for the final question?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
why
go.
not?
Let's go. Question 15. The Borgia family, an Italian aristocratic family reaching their greatest influence during the Renaissance, were known for taking out their political enemies using poison-laced bottles of wine. However, some historians believe that the patriarch of the Borgia family was killed by a poisoned bottle of wine, which was brought to the table by accident while he held which position of power? I've got Cameron first.
I'm gonna say the whatever the mayor, the equivalent of a mayor is in the Renaissance time.
He was different from the mayor, the Renaissance mayor. We're gonna go for Alec next.
I'm gonna say I think it's a military thing. I'm gonna say a general.
Ooh, the general? He was not a general. Max, you want to ring us out here?
You seemed to like the military direction.
Hey,
I would not
no metagaming.
provide that as a tell.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No
I'll
screen
go
looking
with
Max.
Duke then, because that's what I was gonna say.
Ooh,
The
Duke in Italy. He was not the Duke. He was
The
in
Duke
fact
of
the Pope.
Italy.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Okay.
See, Cameron
He
should
was
have
the
known.
Pope.
So my first thought was bishop, but I was like, Catholics don't do that. But then I forgot during the Renaissance, Catholics did very much do that.
It sounds like this bottle had been intended for a different cardinal, but then got brought to the table by
Classic
accident
Renaissance
and
Catholic
killed off
Church.
the Pope.
They poisoned the Pope?
Unintentionally.
The Pope
On
was trying to poison a
That
cardinal,
seems-
I guess.
That's good.
And this was specifically Pope Alexander VI, who became so disfigured by the time of his demise that no devotee dared to kiss his hands or feet, as customs of the time would
I think
have
they still
required.
do that.
Yuck.
The people still kiss the Pope's hands.
He was so gross that
imagine-
they just wouldn't do it.
They were
Imagine, like, in your religious beliefs that the Pope is like Jesus incarnate on Earth, but he's too ugly. Yeah, sorry, Jesus, you look a little worse for wear. No thanks.
Part of the Wikipedia article also mentioned malaria and like another like insect-borne disease as possible causes of death, but I think the poison wine bottle story is cooler. Well, that is all of our questions. Can we get a end of round 3 score check?
13.
5.
3.
Well, we do still have no questions challenged. Would anyone
No,
care
I was
to
thinking about
challenge
it.
any
Yeah, Connor.
questions? What you got, Cameron?
I'm going to challenge the order of the 4 liquors and what is most expensive.
Okay.
I do not think it is what you said it was.
Okay.
Even though there were 4 other questions that
Yeah,
were
that
ripped into
that's how he
question.
could get us, you know?
He lied in multiple questions.
Yeah.
My brain is that big that I set entire structures around my giant lie.
I don't know.
Alec, do you care to make any challenges?
I don't know. There was a lot of number ones, and I truly am not smart enough to know if any of them were like way off what they should be. Just for my own sake, I'm going to challenge the only one that I got right, which was Abraham Lincoln.
Well, Max, any challenge from you? You are well ahead of the pack here, but
I might as well.
go for it.
I'll challenge the vodka. That doesn't sound like the concierge thing with the vodka. That doesn't make sense to me.
Ooh. Their concierge service does exist, and I
Dang.
used their website for a little bit.
That
I
is
know if you were
as
just
ridiculous.
in-depth lie. Just going really
No.
in-depth on that one.
I wouldn't put
That'd
it
have been really
past
good.
you.
Yeah, something
That'd
that
be really
crazy is absolutely a real thing.
And Abraham Lincoln's bodyguard did slip away for a drink at the saloon next door.
Mm.
Cameron, you went with
The order
The
of
entire second round.
the
right,
order of
that's right.
alcohol cost.
the order of alcohol was very strategically structuring the rest of the round, and I did not think to make my lie that elaborate. But I did, in fact, have 2 challenge questions available on this episode.
The plot
Yeah.
thickens.
Double challenge.
So the first fake answer was about how long Campari was dyeing their liquor with crushed insects. So I originally said that it only took them a year to find cases of food poisoning, but they actually had been using the insects for natural colorant up until 2006, and they only
knew
changed
it.
due to supply issues, likely a death knell is what the internet said among the insects. And they are still used to produce the natural red colorant in fabric and cosmetics. That is still true.
I knew it would be like way later.
Is it
than
the
we
same
thought.
bug
Yeah.
that they used to use in red vines?
Beetles? It's a beetle, I think.
Is this red number 5 or whatever?
No, that's Mambo number 5.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was used in something else, though. It sounds pretty
Or
common
Love
for
Potion
natural
number
dye.
5. Oh, God.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The other fake answer that I had was about the century scotch.
Mm.
So the cask of scotch was actually aged for 28 years. It was packaged up in 1991. In addition to claiming a record-setting price tag, the cask was also auctioned off with an NFT of an abstract
No.
representation of the cask based on an oil painting.
Boo!
No!
Crypto bros were striking as early as 2019.
Oh.
I hate
What
Not
is
an
it,
NFT
Cameron?
guy.
NFTs are actually stupid. I can see the appeal of Bitcoin. I get it. I get it. But NFTs, literally, they're just so dumb.
But have you seen the board?
I don't care.
Yacht Club? They're so cool.
I think they're dumb, but there's a lot of things people collect that, other people think is dumb and that they attach value to. So I don't see how it's any different than like people who collect stamps and spend like thousands
That's
of dollars
different.
on
It's
stamps.
those are physical things.
Yeah, but to them it doesn't matter.
But they're not even
just
collecting
want
it.
whatever they assign value to.
They don't own it.
The best analogy
do.
I heard was like snowflakes, like how all snowflakes are supposed to be like unique, but there's billions of them, so it's like they're not really worth anything. Like if you capture a single snowflake, it's not worth anything.
Right. What if it's the best snowflake?
Then you might have a business on your hand, Alec.
There's like a guy, I think he's a doctorate of, I think, physics. He knows how to build snowflakes with a machine.
Make bread?
I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was...
It's on Veritasium.
Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, that was super cool. He just like turns a bunch of knobs and dials, and he's like, yeah, and you just do this, and this is how you get this characteristic. He just like builds custom snowflakes.
I love Veritasium.
Yeah. Science YouTube is a good thing because, like, education for free for the masses in an easily digestible way.
Well, folks, we have run out of trivia, and it looks like we've rolled into the station. Cheers to you three for playing along, and cheers to all of you for listening. Thanks for riding Bus One, and we will see you next time.
Heck yeah. Wait, who won?
Yeah, we didn't do final scores.
Max by a lot.
Yeah.
Max won by a lot.
Max won.
Yeah, it was totally.
Looks like the final score.
He came in and he swept the floor.
Yeah, Max, I think what this really means is you just have a drinking problem.
Let's see. Final scores. Max had 10 points. Alec, 2 his challenge at 0, and Cameron at 2.
Yeah.